You know what separates the truly wealthy from the wannabes? The wealthy don't look wealthy. While broke people are maxing out credit cards for designer bags and luxury cars they can't afford, millionaires are shopping at Walmart and driving decade-old Hondas. This isn't about being cheap, it's about understanding something most people never will. Today, we're breaking down something most people get completely wrong: why not looking rich, even looking broke, might be the smartest financial move you'll ever make. 1. What looking poor actually means. Let's start with a myth we need to break. Looking poor doesn't mean you're unsuccessful. It doesn't mean you don't care about hygiene, ambition, or your future. It means this: you've made a conscious choice to not display wealth. It's driving a Toyota when you could afford a Tesla. It's wearing a $20 t-shirt even though you could drop $200 at a luxury boutique. It's understanding that your bank account is more important than your outfit. In other words, you're not broke, you're just not flashy. There's a big difference between being poor and looking poor by choice. One is survival. The other is strategy. 2. The trap of looking rich. Here's the cycle most people fall into, maybe you've been there too. They start making a bit of money, and instantly feel the need to show it. New shoes. New car. Weekend trips they can't afford. Designer bags bought on credit. Why? Because society tells us that success looks a certain way. But here's the truth: the average credit card balance in the US is over $6,000. And a scary chunk of that debt? It's not for emergencies. It's for stuff meant to impress others. People are literally going broke trying to look rich. It's a never-ending cycle. Spend more to look successful, get deeper in debt, need to look even more successful to hide the stress. That's not wealth. That's a trap. 3. Why looking poor is a wealth strategy. Now let's flip the script. Here's what wealthy people, truly wealthy people, do differently. They understand a powerful truth: every dollar spent on image is a dollar not invested in freedom. They don't care if people think they're rich. They care about being free, free from debt, free from stress, free to retire early, travel, or take risks. Wearing flashy brands doesn't build passive income. Showing off a car doesn't compound interest. But investing in assets? That's where the game is won. The strategy is simple: look poor, stay rich. Look rich, stay broke. 4. The advantages of looking poor. Let's break down the actual benefits of adopting this mindset. You're underestimated. When people think you don't have money, they don't try to take it from you. You move in silence. And that gives you an edge. You avoid peer pressure. You're not constantly trying to upgrade your lifestyle to impress others. You live on your terms. You keep more of your money. No impulse buying. No keeping up with the Joneses. Your money works for you, not for your image. You avoid fake friends. When people don't think you have money, the only ones who stick around are the real ones. You build true confidence. You no longer need to prove anything. Your worth isn't tied to your clothes, your car, or your house. Looking poor becomes your superpower, because while others chase status, you're building real wealth. 5. Real-world examples. Still not convinced? Let's talk about people who live this out. Mark Zuckerberg, worth billions, but wears the same gray t-shirt every day. Not because he can't afford more, but because he doesn't need to prove anything. Warren Buffett, net worth over $100 billion. Still lives in the same house he bought in 1958. Drives a modest car. Eats at McDonald's. These aren't accidents. These are deliberate choices. Because real wealth is quiet. Loud money is usually new money, and often, temporary money. 6. How to adopt this mindset. Now here's the part that matters most: how do you apply this in your own life? Here's a simple playbook: stop buying for validation. Ask yourself before every purchase: am I buying this because I want it, or because I want to be seen with it? Invest what others waste. Instead of flexing, buy stocks. Build a rental portfolio. Learn high-income skills. Let your money grow while others spend theirs. Be okay with being underestimated. Let people think you're average. That's your edge. You're not here to impress, you're here to win. Track progress, not image. Don't post every success online. Track your net worth, not your follower count. Let your money grow in silence. Remember, trees grow quietly. So does wealth. Noise is for those who have nothing to show but show off anyway. Looking poor isn't a weakness. It's a decision. A decision to choose freedom over flexing, substance over status, wealth over image. The next time someone doubts you because you don't look rich, just smile. Because you know the truth, you're not playing the short game, you're playing the long game, and in the long run, that's what really pays off. If this changed the way you think about money, hit that like button and subscribe to Money Minds, where we talk smart money strategies without the fluff. Comment below, have you ever felt pressure to look successful, even if it hurt your finances? Let's talk about it, and help each other break free from the cycle.